Extraordinary defines what goes beyond the norm. And the way to get there is far from ordinary. You must leave nothing untried to reach further. Make things reach for and bring your future closer to today. Roddy's family of electrified SUVs is here. On to better.
We've been awarded the world's best airline of 2021, but it's more than an award for being the only global airline to continue through the pandemic, and for all the hours of hard work we dedicated to making your experience exceptional, and flying the youngest, greenest fleet in the sky. More than an award, it's a responsibility to continue to provide the very best for each and every one of our customers. Qatar Airways, you can rely on us.
Hello everyone, welcome to our coverage of the FIFA Futsal World Cup 2021. The second set of matches getting underway here in Vilnius in Group B as Egypt look to hit back from a 9-0 defeat at the hands of the RFU in Game 1 against Guatemala, who beat Uzbekistan in their first game in the most dramatic fashion. It was an opening day to remember for Guatemala to kick off their Futsal World Cup journey in a match against Uzbekistan that had everything. So it means in terms of the standings, a win for them can all but secure their passage through to the knockout rounds. Certainly if RFU can see off Uzbekistan also in their next game, it would be the first time they would have achieved such a feat. But Egypt with one massive point to prove in this one. Well, Egypt's run to the quarterfinals 5 years ago in Colombia, the best that they have ever achieved at a Futsal World Cup. They would lose at that stage to the eventual winners, Argentina. But the start of their 7th appearance at a World Cup couldn't have got off to a more disappointing start. Beaten 9-0 by the RFU, a genuine contender here in Lithuania. And their coach will be wanting improvement in this one with a hefty amount of goals against them. That may not help them going forward if they hope of maybe going through as one of the best third-place teams. So many twists to come, there is no doubt about that. Guatemala provided the crowd here in Vilnius with one of the great performances of heart and passion. Their fans were joyous come the end of it. Having got themselves into a 4-1 lead, though, the game looked done and dusted with some sensational goals in the process, but back came Uzbekistan to 4-4, and you felt it was going to be them to go on and win the match, but Captain Alan Aguilar's hit with seconds remaining confirmed their first win of the competition. An incredible way to start it. They are a team full of energy, passion and belief that they can cause problems here with their style.
Please welcome referees Verde-Amarela from Iran, from Iran,
Well, the flags are out, and before the teams make their way into the arena, it's a warm welcome to our officials, led by Galara Nazime, our referee, Ibrahim Mehrabi and Nurdin Bukuev, assistants.
And now, the national team of Egypt. Please welcome the captain.
And now come the two teams. And Egypt first, led by their skipper Mustafa Eid. Suffering heavily at the hands of the RFU. In 2016, they only won one game in the group stage and still prevailed and went through. But not getting one here will be a big blow to their hopes. Egypt's a three-time African Cup of Nations winner. Runners-up in the last two editions, including last year. So they lost to Morocco. They are no doubt one of the major African nations on the futsal scene. Their defeat, though, against the RFU equaled their biggest ever international loss when they lost 9-0 to Brazil in Singapore some 20 years ago.
And that is the team of Egypt. And the national team of Guatemala. Please welcome captain of the team,
Alan Aguilar, the hero of the hour when it mattered against Uzbekistan. They stole the hearts of Vilnius in their first game. And you also have to wonder how much, not necessarily physically, but also mentally, did it take out of them in their opening game. There were tears at the final hooter, and that was just after game one. A win here against Egypt will put them in a very strong position going forward. They have never made it into the knockouts of the Futsal World Cup. If they were to win here in this one, there'd be some way to celebrate Independence Day in Guatemala, celebrated today. So the teams, the officials are out, they're lined up, and everybody will stand for the national anthems. Sound for passion for the national anthems. Let's have a look at the team three then, starting with Egypt. Mohamed Mansour comes into this one a yellow card away from missing the next game through suspension. Kamal in goal, despite conceding plenty of goals in their first game. He did put in a really spirited performance, but look out for the likes of Esamala and Dunga in terms of creative push today. They just need to score some goals, someone to put the ball in the net. They have the likes of Koki and also Abdelrahman Al Ashwal that can do that. The latter, their top scorer at the last World Cup. For Guatemala, William Ramirez in goal, 41 years young, looking to keep Egypt quiet today. Otto Enrique is also treading a fine line on a yellow card. On the threat of a suspension, Fernando Campainac also, who starts in reserve. Marvin Sandoval scored twice against Uzbekistan, along with Alain Aguilar. And their scoring match winner starts in reserve. There's Ifatito, the tournament's mascot. Great to see a new generation of futsal fans making it to the arena here in Vilnius. Very warm welcome to Gelara Nazimi, our referee. Ibrahim Aghrabi. Nedim Bukeyev will be assistants. Nicolas Martinez, a reserve assistant referee. And Ryan Shepard will be keeping a close eye on the time. Edel Sayed. Team are ready to put things right. Estuardo de Leon, he lived, breathed, kicked every moment of their win in their last game against Uzbekistan. It could be a tale of both goalkeepers, by the way, with Kamal at one end and William Ramirez at the other end. But for Egypt, they need goals, and Ramirez, 41 years of age. He's been part of the international setup since 2002 as well, his fourth World Cup. Here's the countdown.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's kick off.
Well, game day 2 in Group B at the FIFA Futsal World Cup is underway. Egypt against Guatemala, two teams who experience very contrasting starts. The Pharaohs suffering a 9-0 loss to the RFU. Guatemala beating Uzbekistan practically with the final play of the game. And you thought that they were going to sail away into the sunset with the 3 points, but Uzbekistan came back fighting. And from 4-1 down to 4-4. And step forward, Alain Aguilar for Estuardo de Leon. He says his team suffered more than he would have liked. There's Dunga for Egypt. Assam for Shula now. Assam, oh, and that was Dunga saving Guatemala. Well, that should really have been the first goal of the game. Creeping around, nobody picking him up. Mancia falling asleep. He's just done a fairly decent bit of defending for Guatemala. We're in their change strip for this one, with the dark blue colours. Strong start this from Egypt though. Sandoval hooking it away. 12 matches down here in Lithuania. Averaging around 7.25 goals per game. It's across the board fair share of goals here in Vilnius, around 35. That's good pressure from Sandoval, and he's managed to earn the decision and the kick in his way. Egypt, they had more possession than the RFU in their first game. And they did allow chances to come by frequently, though. 56 attempts at their goal. Strong block by Edgar Santiso. Played for so long alongside his brother Miguel. Esam, he's lost out. First chance for Guatemala to try and threaten here. Nice strong defensive play from Shula. Well, they've not dealt with it yet, have they, Egypt? Just about, and it's frantic. And they're all up on their feet. An appreciation of the Egypt bench. Foul has been awarded after the initial advantage is brought back by our officials. So that's 1-up on Egypt. The build-up. We'll keep you abreast of the accumulated fouls as well. You're allowed 5, and then after that, every other foul will be a penalty from the 10-meter mark. Egypt, who suffered their joint heaviest defeat for the international game. The last one came 20 years ago against Brazil. They lost 9-0 in Singapore. You sense this one's going to be pretty tight and tense, knowing just what is on the line. Shula. Essa. Right now for Dunga. And Dunga has a go. Launching himself in the way of that was Walter Enriquez. Oh, now then there's a coming together at the back with Santiso and Mansour. He's certainly a player who loves to put himself about. Here's Shula, strong. Santiso, nothing's getting beyond him at the moment. But it is fiery with Guatemala, intense. Just absolute passion. It really is, and you could see that even with the singing of the national anthem. Mansour, nice turn, but that will be a foul. First one down for Guatemala from Santiso, who acknowledges that Mansour had just got the better of him there. Mansour just been told. It's on the whistle. Mansour hits it. Esam to try and retrieve it for Egypt as they're being forced all the way back here. But now Mansour can bring it away up to halfway. Wide for Shula, who keeps his calm and finds Esam. Esam up against Enriquez. Shula again, plenty of possession here for Egypt in the opening stages. Strong from Santiso, and the reactions of that man right there, William Ramirez. 2002, he joined the cast of Guatemala International Futsal. I guess acknowledged as well that he's starting to see the clock count down on his overall ability. Oh, and he's been beaten here though. It's been put in by Mansour, right place. And certainly the right time for Egypt. And it's their first goal of these World Cup finals. It could turn out to be a precious one. Ideal start for a team looking to bounce back after a hefty defeat in their opening game. Egypt in front. Mohamed Mansour. And a test of nerve now for Guatemala. So they were always in front against Uzbekistan. Here is Aguilar, the captain. He came up with two absolute stunners. In his post-match interview, there was tears streaming down his face, the overall emotion of such an achievement. Oh, and Mansour going in strong there on Aguilar this time. A free kick has eventually been awarded. There's two hefty challenges, and there's a real issue here. It looks like it might be a wrist injury for Schüller. And he looks in some real discomfort.
We would like to remind you, ladies and gentlemen,
And we hope he's okay, but
and drinks are not allowed in the main hall. You are welcome to treat yourself in the lobby during the breaks.
chance for the players to regroup in Estrado de Leon to maybe have a word with some of his players out there as well. Schüller helped to his feet. He looks in some real discomfort. This might just be the way that player fell down on him. Schüller hit Kampainak. They got a free kick here though to Guatemala. Wanderlei Ruiz and Aguilar with two in the wall. Wanderlei makes his move away. Aguilar hits it. Wasn't the cleanest of strikes. Anywhere will do this way from Dunga. Tanase Gamal. Not been called into action too much just yet. He might do now, but it's a clearance away from Dunga once more. Plays for El Minya. They'll try again with this kick in. Aguilar! And Gamal does make the stop. Wanderlei. Plays as the same club as his brother Patrick. The Legendarios back home. All of these players for Guatemala play outside of the homeland club level. A bit of shoving going on, a bit of pushing going on. There's the movement, and there's the effort from Wanderlei. And SM puts it out for a corner. It was Patrick Ruiz, I beg your pardon, who had just crept in. Here he is, Kampainak. Look at the reactions of Dunga getting that block in. You can't say they're not fired up for this, Egypt. Here's Patrick Ruiz, back for Aguilar. Kampainak put under pressure. The Rahman Bodi, there's a sense where you get to see him in this game. Mohamed Said looking to restart with the kicking. Here's Essa. Koki holds it up well. And keeps his cool, finding Said now. Ezam again, capable of creating moments, although he might get caught out here. Said, Koki, they've kept it ticking and kept it moving. Here's Ezam, hounded back now by Aguilar on the chase. Body, Wanderley's taken over now, but he can't find Kampainak and Koki. As Said makes the move, well, that's well shielded out though. Patrick Ruiz will restart. He's experienced of playing in the United States, although not in terms of futsal, but in terms of major arena soccer. It's different where the ball is always alive. You have an extra outfield player in that, and it's the professional way of playing indoor football in the United States. It's Ale. Estuardo de Leon. He said after the game on Sunday night, he actually thought that a draw would have been a good result for Guatemala. How they then went on to finish the way that they did with a last seconds goal, really. Blocked by the first defender. That is Mustafa Reed, the skipper of Egypt. And across, but Mancia got to get a touch on that from Sandoval. Here's Said now. Oh, he's got beyond his man. As soon as you get past one, you've got another right there in front of you. Ramirez goes long, and that loose ball is picked up by Koki. Ramirez has come out to narrow the angle, and he's just about able to stay inside his penalty area. It's nudge in the back, but out he goes. It was only too intentional there from Alexander Ole, just an awkward coming together. Oh, Ramirez. Well, he's spoken about how their plan to make history has started pretty well. Guatemala have never made it into the latter stages of a Futsal World Cup. They're a nation who have staged a World Cup once upon a time too, but never beyond the first round. And group stages have they got beyond. Enriquez, no way through. Here's Eid, who has to put the brakes on, but a quick turn. Ball had gone out of play. Mustafa Eid, who plays his club game in Saudi Arabia. That's good to see, by the way. It's good to see Tarek Shula. Just limpering up, making sure that he's okay after the injury that looked like he picked up a few moments ago. It's Said. And once again, Said. First man in his way is Walter Enriquez. And Eid from a tight angle. Not happy with himself. Managed to score 3 goals in 2016 in Colombia. Oh, it's kept alive well. Well, anywhere will do. Getting that left shoulder absolutely strapped is Schuler at the moment. And here comes the corner, doesn't beat the first man. That is Koki, also known as Ahmed Hamid. Love another go from a corner here, Guatemala. Whoa, and off the the goal in the end. Gamal was confident. It was going over. Always in control. Egypt leading by a Mansour goal to nil. The 4th minute. A game that they know that they have to win. Here's Saeed. And he's going to get it back as well, but the cutback is to nobody in a red shirt. If Egypt win this, they will go on to 3 points with Guatemala. It'll be over to Uzbekistan in the RFU to see what they can do in the later game here in Vilnius. Oh, now it might break for Kapainak. Was that a shot? Was that a pass? By the way, once we get to the end of the group stage, if teams are level on points, it will then go down to goal difference and then the number of goals. Certainly for Egypt's sake, getting goals fundamental. They've got one, they're off the mark for the World Cup anyhow. Oh, Kapainak! Big chance! And his reaction said it all. Very similar to the goal that he scored in the first game. Completely free. And is it? Oh, he's put it wide. Big moments at both ends. Koki did really well, and he then took it upon himself to go on. Oh, he should really be doing better there. Kapainak now for Guatemala. Good block by Koki. It's Wantele Ruiz. Kapainak the only man inside the Egypt half at the moment. The Ruiz brothers looking to link up. It's Kamal. The body, Kapainak in his back, not allowed to go anywhere. Pressure was good. Aguilar! His sort of range, and very capable, as we saw in the first game, of being able to score from a fair way out. Here is Mansour after the changes. Dunga, and he finds Esam, who's cut that out well. And that'll be a foul, surely? No. Well, the official's looking for an advantage to be played. Aguilar and Mansour being summoned. They might have had a case there, Egypt, for a foul in the build-up. Try and catch Kamal out. No problems. Kapainak. The link up between Patrick and Wantele. how incessant it is from Guatemala. As we're reaching the halfway point of this first period. Guatemala lost every game in 2016. They conceded 17 goals in the process as well. 28 against Paraguay. Well, that opening game win has given them a chance to create some history. But Mansour's goal is the difference here in this one. He'll continue to try and force his way. And he is somebody who loves to play on the edge. Taking out 2 Guatemala players in the process. He is on a yellow card coming into this game, incidentally. He is to pick up another one. He will miss their final game of the group stage, which will be against Uzbekistan. And that could be huge. It's Enriquez for Santizo. Link up with Mancia. SM now. Mansour. They go for Dunga. Schüller wanting it. Schüller gets it. He doesn't threaten Ramirez. He's couldn't a calm figure down on the sidelines, is Estrada de Leon. Well, he's urging his team to get forward quickly now. He's got legendary status amongst the Guatemalan futsal scene. Former captain, played at World Cups. Played at 3 to be precise. His final one being in 2012 in Thailand. Mancia back. Final touch to come off Sandoval. Enriquez picks up on a cheap loose ball. Sandoval waits, although it's not going to be played towards him. It's come off Mansour. Is Enriquez. The pressure from Dunga enough on Jose Mancia. Fairly brutally honest as well, Mancia, about how he wants to help put Guatemala back on the map, really, back on top of the futsal scene. And they do come here to Lithuania, the belief they can do something. And Kamal thwarting their efforts to get back level. Back it goes for Sandoval. It's kept low. Mancia will shield this out. No problems for him. Oh, it's gone against Guatemala. As our referee just urges everyone to calm down amongst the Egyptian ranks. Here's Mansour. He's held that up well against Sandoval. He was hoping that SM would have been joining him to be the case. Mancia now. Santizo over the top, one for Mancia to try and reach. Always getting away from him. We've spoken about the pedigree of Egypt on the African scene. Guatemala 2008 CONCACAF champions. This is their 5th World Cup appearance. Qualifying for the last 4 now in a row. They just cannot find that link up once they get into Egyptian territory. Long ranges which have been kept at bay fairly routinely by Gamal and his defense. A big chance for Kampainak, the best chance so far. Here's Esam. Sandoval cutting it out. Shula. Esam again. Shula on this side now for Dunga. Dunga to try and find an angle for a shot. Matsia doing just enough to put him off at the end. Sandoval for Guatemala. One step over, then another. Esam always looks so cool with the ball at his feet. Can't find the pass, well cut out, Mansour. Oh, and then turned over again. Both sides have given the ball away. Well, poorly at times. And Shula. There's another example. Oh, Tug is furious with him. As Kampainak and Aguilar make their returns. Wantele. Patrick Ruiz. To go through the middle for Aguilar, but he was cut out. Kampainak now. Oh, he fancies it, Kampainak. Oh, big block from Dunga and Aguilar. Blazes it wide. Mansour, strong fending off Aguilar. Here's Saeed. Important touch away. Watch this. Get out of my way. Quarter in the meantime for Egypt here. Oh, well cut out by Kampainak. He read that, didn't he? Oh, across he goes. Somebody will see it away. Just wondered whether that was the right idea. Wantele Ruiz. He fancied putting his left boot behind that rather than seeing if there was a teammate joining in the attack. Kampainak. Kampainak! And Gamal behind it to palm it over the top. Another chance for Guatemala. And still they cannot break through. Back it goes for Aguilar. Mohamed Saeed in the way this time. Approaching the final 5 minutes of the first half, which has been fairly frustrating for Guatemala. Put so much into their win against Uzbekistan. Now they're up against a team. It's a case of needs must, and here's Saeed. Blamed by Ramirez, wants to get on with things quickly. Kampainak the target. Here he is, Kampainak. Really well blocked. A captain's block that was from Eid. Just going to have to hold over the goals and come away. Discussions going on amongst the Egyptian bench. One big pat on the back there for Mansour. There's the proverbial handful that he plays with his back to goal and enables his his teammates to join in the attack. Just as I say, playing on the edge. Eid with the kick in. Now Saeed. He's had a few runs down the wing. Koki now. Where's the support going to come from? Saeed coming infield. Eid. Saeed now. Body. Eid. Eid. As always going to be. Spectacular to have beaten Ramirez from that sort of angle. Veteran age now. He's a goalkeeper, by the way, that had originally retired after Colombia before being asked to come back by his coach, Estuardo de Leon, for Lithuania. He was coach of the goalkeepers for de Leon. Casually given away by Egypt. Here is Eid. This team finished third in their group in 2016, and they still managed to get to the quarterfinals, but Santito's here, and it's a tap-in for Mancia. They needed that, Guatemala, no doubt about it. Jose Mancia, and it's 1-1. Once again, they don't help themselves, Egypt. And Mancia has got so much time to finish it off into an empty goal. They have been knocking on the door, and it's eventually opened for Jose Mancia. Couple of goals in qualifying. And here he is with his first goal at these World Cup finals. And again, he was turned over so cheaply. And how quickly you can be punished in this game. Important to score with just over 4 minutes remaining. Here's Body for Egypt. Across their own area again for Saeed. Body, not going to get on the end of that. It's again another fairly healthy crowd in support of Guatemala when that equalizer went in. So certainly played their part. Sunday, they came from being, thought that it was all over at 4-4. Body, can't find Shula. Santito away. .334 remaining on the clock. Mancia, that pass right in towards Enriquez, and they could have been in some trouble there, Egypt. Just losing a bit of calmness really at the back. And so always up for the scrap. Essam now for Egypt. Has to go backwards, back into his own half. Africa's most successful nation in futsal. pegged back to 1-1. Here's Dunga. Here's Sam. Oh, might go for a corner if Ramirez isn't quick enough, and he is. Alvado's after this, and Alvado will get there! Oh, what is the call? He is calling for a handball, and we might just be seeing video support coming into this. He's absolutely adamant. And it has been called now. So the first moment of video support drama. A challenge been called. Was there a use of a hand here? He seemed very adamant, didn't he? Alvarado, but I don't think he's going to get his decision. See from the replay, he come off the midriff. One review per half. 2:44 remaining here. So that's Guatemala's done. Oh, and taken quickly by Enriquez. Might have snatched at it at the end. Schuler under pressure. Oh, and it's blazed over. Alvarado. Well, they should have punished Egypt there. As if he got it stuck under his feet. Well over the bar. In the end, as a timeout is called by Egypt. Guatemala must be wondering how on earth they've not scored more than what they have at the moment. Getting the old counters out, old school style. They just need to find a little bit of calmness at the back. It's a risky game they've been playing at times, but that has also been down to the way that Guatemala have been playing very high and pushing them back. Let's have a look at the goals. First one coming courtesy of Mansour. And the first goal for Egypt at these World Cup finals, and then punishing some slack play at the back. And also Mancia scores his first goal at these World Cup finals. So the timeout over and done with. 2:34 remaining on the clock in this first half. Esam for Schuler, who seems to have recovered well. What looked like a shoulder problem. Sandoval scrambling for it. Guatemala have it back here. Santito dictating things. Alvarado. And it just about come out. Dunga for Schuler. Esam. It's away from Sandoval. Oh, and it's been picked up on here. Oh, and put wide by Alvarado. That's 2 opportunities for him now that he should have taken. Did he have too much time? It's well wide in the end. Here he is again, and Kamala's made the stop to deny him again. How are Guatemala not in front here? Strong end to this first half. And Egypt, they are living on the edge. Dunga for Mansour. Schüller, again, it's from the front two that have been excellent for Guatemala in pushing up so quick, but great feed here from Schüller. Schüller now blocked by Santito, and Sandoval is all on his own. No intention to take it all the way on his own. Enriquez. Alvarado. Well, he's off to play his club game in Spain after this competition. Scored important goals in the qualifiers, including 2 in the quarterfinals, then in their third-place win against Panama. It's gone against Mansour, and that's 4 fouls. But we're inside the final minute of the half. Vandele Ruiz. Aquila, one flick and then another one from him. Kapainak. Aquila. Right here was nice. Encouragement from De Leon, their coach. Final 10 seconds. Schüller now for Mansour, holds it up well. Dunga, last play perhaps. Kapainak, is there enough time? No, that will be that for what has been an exhilarating first half of futsal here in this clash of the World Cup. Mansour with the first goal for Egypt at this tournament. Mancia equalising for Guatemala. Egypt know they have to win this, and they've still got work to do. Half-time, it's Egypt 1, Guatemala 1. Well, as the players go off for half-time, coaches will get the opportunity to speak to their players who've given so much in that first half, and especially for Guatemala coming on strong at the end of the first half, since they scored really with 4 minutes or so to go, with some golden moments. But in the end, not to be, although that man right there, getting them back on level terms. Let's have a look at the stats for you then here at halftime. Guatemala nudging it in terms of possession. They've had by far more opportunities than Egypt. They should be in front, they really should. Gamal has made some top saves so far as well. But it's 1-1, it's level at all to play for going into the second half. Story of the match, they got off to a great start, Egypt. Mohamed Mansour on 4 minutes. Mancia equalising for Guatemala, but they really should have had more, especially with Roman Alvarado giving up a number of opportunities. The second game in Group B getting underway, Egypt against Guatemala. Egypt know that they have to win after their heavy defeat in their first game. Guatemala on the cusp of history. Another victory would almost seal their place in the knockout stages of the Futsal World Cup for the very first time. Egypt came out well, they caused some havoc going forward, and they did get themselves in front despite Ramirez's heroics just moments before. Mansour scoring their first goal of these World Cup finals, and how they needed that. Well, Guatemala responded well, and Gamal forced into some action at the other end. Guatemala, who won their first game in extraordinary fashion against Uzbekistan, and one of those goal scorers in that game, Kapainak, should really have scored here to level things up. They would win it with the final play of the game in that one against Uzbekistan. But more and more chances came by as they searched for a leveler. Another one from Kapainak, and at times they were sloppy at the back, were Egypt, getting themselves into trouble, and they were eventually punished when Santito played in Mancia, and he was never going to miss. They still had moments to score themselves, and in particular Roman Alvarado, he pleaded for a handball here. Video support was brought in, but you can clearly see he struck the midriff of the defender, so no penalty. But again, the high press and intensity was good, and this moment for Alvarado, he should have been taking it. And then away he went again. And he will be having nightmares about missing this chance, 1-on-1. He then had another chance, but a Gamal with the stop, and it remained 1-1. So all to play for still at halftime at the halfway stage here in Vilnius. Don't go anywhere, we'll be back soon for more action.
Qatar Airways, you can rely on us.
Stabteliu ir užsisakau kavos išsinešti. Aš moku visada matau savo išlaidas. Mokėkite patogiai, greitai ir saugiai.
Ponas ir ponai, dar kartą sveiki, įpusėjo rungtynės tarp Egipto ir Gvatemalos, rezultatas 1-1, na o dabar visas dėmesys ne į aikštelę, o į tribūnas. Turim tokį žaidimą, jis vadinasi seat, arba kitaip, sėkminga kėdė. Visi galite patikrinti po savo kėdėmis, ten, kur dabar sėdite, kiškite ranką žemyn ir patikrinkite, ar nematot štai tokio lipduko. Šitas lipdukas, oficialus mūsų čempionatas simbolis, yra priklijuotas bent prie 3 kėdžių visoje arenoje. Jeigu surandat šitą lipduką, rėkit nuo garsiau. iki antro kėlinio lieka jau visai nedaug laiko, vos 2 minutės, su trupučiu galime apžvelgti statistiką, kurią jūs matote didžiajame ekrane. Ši statistika byloja apie panašaus lygio varžovus, netgi kamuolio kontrolę, būtent tai mums ir sako.
Estuardo de Leon makes his way out, the head coach of Guatemala. His team have been able to take themselves back to parity, having gone down early to Egypt. 1-1 it is at the halfway stage in this second game in Group B at the FIFA Futsal World Cup. As it stands, Guatemala will be on 4 points, Egypt onto 1, ahead of Uzbekistan taking on RFU. Egypt know that they have to take something from this, ideally all 3 points, if they've got a chance of going through. But Ramirez, in the thick of that huddle, getting his points across. That Guatemala are on the verge of history if they do go through. And he's been there and seen it all and missed out on those opportunities in his career. The goalkeeper has got 2 degrees in international relations and human rights behind him as well. And working within the Guatemalan Football Association. A man's goal bringing them level, Jose Mancia. A nation who hosted the World Cup back in 2000. And only won once then when it came to Kazakhstan, but it was a bit of a turning point for Guatemala in terms of the development of the sport in the country. Discussions going on. Kalara Nazemi and the Egyptian players, Abdel Rahman Al Ashwal. We haven't seen much of him, to be fair. Wait for the whistle. We're back underway. Second half gets going here in Vilnius. Egypt 1, Guatemala 1. But an end result here could have a huge say on who goes through from Group B. Ashwal starting this second half, and here he is in possession now. Oh, he's given it away. Far out of the reach of Essam. DeLeon was stressing after the game on Sunday that they lost control of the match against Uzbekistan. It almost cost them, and that they cannot let that happen again. But they've got themselves level here, and an effort from Matzia. There's no problems for Kamal in the Egypt goal. 1-1. Egypt have never drawn a match, by the way, at a World Cup in their previous 26 games. Essam, no foul. Enriquez, oh, it's squeezed in, has it? Goodness me. How's that stayed out? Kamal doing enough in the end. And Egypt getting away with that. Certainly didn't look the cleanest strike. Guatemala close to taking the lead for the first time here. Dunga, where can he go with Enriquez? Oh, now Al Ashwal, he'll get there ahead of Ramirez. And Ramirez with some great goalkeeping. Sweeper keeper, if you like. No foul. Dunga to bring it away for Egypt. Dunga. Oh, big block. Al-Ashwal again. Well, he was over Ramirez. He was beaten. But not Enriquez on the line. As cool as it comes in terms of defending, and plenty going on, especially with that man at one end and down at the other end as well. Squirming through. Oh, that's amazing. Back off the post and staying out of the spin of the ball. Sandoval. Not really on. Here's Essam now for Egypt. Essam getting it onto his right foot, and Santiso, as he has done on plenty of occasions, getting in the way. And restart with the kick in. The countdown is on. 4-second countdown when the ball is dead. But the players have got to get on with things. Same when the goalkeeper is in possession. Al-Ashwal now. 5 goals en route to the last 8 in 2016 for Abdelrahman Al-Ashwal. And just lurking. Tight ankle, but Ramirez was there. Kapanak, Shula. He can foot it. It's unnecessary, really, for Guatemala, just bringing pressure onto themselves. Back he goes for Essam, and he doesn't connect with it at all. Patrick Ruiz, oh, he's done really well there. Here's Essam, high off the ball. It'll be interesting, you know, going into that final game for Egypt and Uzbekistan. They did meet in a clash prior to the World Cup. At a warm-up tournament in Thailand. Uzbekistan actually won that, by the way, by 4-0. The psychological edge, if they can get something certainly out of, there are a few later. Let's go round the corner, but covering well is Essam. Although he seems to have overrun that. Final touch coming back off him. Kapainak. Trying to find him here. He takes it down nicely under pressure from Dunga. But the give and go is on. Kapainak here. Ooh. Kamal claimed that effortlessly. And he can send Essam away, over halfway. Essam! A rather routine stop from Ramirez, despite his celebrations. Some venom, but you expected Ramirez to have saved that, and he did. Dunga, is he going to go? Back for Essam. Just in one way, and then the other. Essam. Aguilar, and Aguilar on his way now. Alan Aguilar. Wanderlei Ruiz, great feet. Great defensive work from Egypt. Both brothers capable of providing magic with their tricks and subtle touches. Wanderlei is the younger of the two brothers. Responsibility with this corner. Aguilar, he's kept it low. Oh, and the follow-up has been put in. Right place. It's Patrick Ruiz. And Guatemala have turned this round. And are they on the verge of creating history? The knockout rounds are in sight if they can hold on to this. Patrick Ruiz with his first goal at these World Cup finals. And can they maintain this lead? It's come just shy of 5 minutes into the second half. They're getting a little edgy now for Egypt. They know if they lose this, it is not going to be looking good for them at all. Suado de Leon just telling his players who've just come off to sit down and relax and calm down. Still plenty to do. Enriquez now. Back for Santiso. I do believe that they can break their way through to the knockout rounds. De Leon wants to follow the likes of Fernando Ferretti and Venancio Lopez, who have made their mark on the history of the sport in Guatemala, former coaches. Plenty of time to go yet for Egypt to rescue something. Here's Mustafa Eid. The well by Koki. Eid with a little touch, now body. Eid again, Said in support. Said, Mustafa Eid. Body wanting it, getting it. Blown well by Santiso, not much gets beyond him. But he was talking about control in the last game against Uzbekistan, how they lost control when in front. And that they don't lose control of this one now. Eid hits it. Back he goes for Said. Mustafa Eid for Egypt. Good high press again from Guatemala. So body now over halfway. Great feet. And Santiso, how many times has he done that in this one? And Eid, it breaks down. It breaks down and frustrations gather. Well, Guatemala got the first foul of the second half. Oh, all over Aguilar. For Said here. Patrick Ruiz. Cause more problems for Egypt. It's not going to be him, although he picks it up here as he is to try and find Kapainak, who puts his thumbs up. Nearly. Kampanak looking to try and escape the attentions of Saeed at the moment. Although Kamal comes out well and claims. And now Saeed. Body. Koki holds it up. Oh, great vision. What a pass that is. What a block that is from Kampanak. The pass to pick out his captain there from Koki was absolutely sensational. De Leon getting his point across. It's coached all across the board from the national setup, the women's game. Terrific club success with the likes of Legendarios. Be making himself even more of a legend should they get through to the knockout rounds here in Lithuania. Kampanak dispossesses. Well, he puts the brakes on well. As it stands, Guatemala going to 6 points. Uzbekistan still to play. Egypt is still on 0. One delay for Kampanak. Koki sucked in two. Recovering though from Aguilar. For all the work we put in, he said, the reason for the tears and the emotion. He looked absolutely drained after Uzbekistan game. Well, that was only the first game. But it's what can happen in futsal. That's something that William Ramirez was talking about, how it can change so quickly. Ramirez right behind that. Koki now for Egypt. Aguilar takes over, and he squared it. Out of the end again, big block, Koki getting back. Defensive duties this time. In fact, he didn't get the block from Mancia. He did get the block from Mancia. I beg your pardon, just a flurry of changes. Oh, there's Mancia. Just a poke towards goal. Wanderley's won it. Well, it's not going anywhere. Dunga has a say. Essam now. Dunga. Essam. Not much going on ahead, but resolve is there, certainly defensively from Guatemala at the moment. Essam, oh, good pass. Alashwal, and Ramirez. Again, it's another stop. Again, it's another stop you'd expect him to make. Right down his throat. "41 playing like a 21-year-old. Shula very nearly worked out for him. Alashwal wins it back. Now Essam. Alashwal continues to lurk. Mancia. Through for Kamal. Quarter-finalists from 5 years ago are struggling here. Shula. Santito. As he dragged back there, Alashua. Oh, strong in that challenge. No foul. Oh, Guatemala are pleading their case on the sidelines. Ramirez not happy too. That's a cruncher on Ale. Let's see Alashua going over the top of the ball. Wants contact with the ball. Foul was given by our officials. And Ale is upon his feet. This is how the goal came about. Quick thinking, though, from Patrick Ruiz. Came back out from Aguilar's effort. Now getting closer and closer. Patrick Ruiz usually plays on the wing, extremely versatile really across the front line, even a pivot. Alashua. Not for Shula. Oh, great feet from Shula. Shula's done well. And on the slide was Sandoval. I've been going wide anyway, but he wasn't to know that. Along with Aguilar, scored 2 goals against Uzbekistan. Sandoval. Here's Essam. Away from one, Essam. Well, he got away from one, Ruiz, brother. And then Patrick came in, the older of the two. Dunga! Into the netting behind. Patrick Ruiz's goal in this second half, the only goal of this second half so far. Kampainak brings that down nicely. But Dunga across to stop him in his tracks. It's a Guatemala ball. But a yellow card brandished to Dunga, the first card that we've seen in this game. It's something that he has said. Just confirming that it is Dunga. Ruiz! That's blazed over. Patrick Ruiz, who is big into his sci-fi, apparently. Well, I don't know about sci-fi, but Guatemala will be in fantasy land if they come through this. And achieve the ultimate goal of getting into the knockout rounds. One more game to play after this in the group stage. Top 2 go through. Best third place sides also go through. Wanderlei Ruiz. Alongside his brother, they've been playing since they were 3 years of age, side by side. Dunga for Essam. Great press led by Wandele. Essam again. Essam still. I just cannot get through at the moment. As Al-Ashwal is making a point to Essam. Verde-Amarela against Kampainak. Al-Ashwal. Oh, and that was Dunker. It wasn't Al-Ashwal he went for, it was Dunker who crept in behind Wandele Ruiz. Oh, what a moment in the match that is. Aimless from Ramirez, not like him. Schuler's got away from one, but he can't get away from another Ruiz brother. Wandele flashes it across. Inside the final 10 minutes in Vilnius in this one. And Egypt have lost out. This is Ale. And Ale still. Big save from Gamal. An important stop. Because he keeps his team in the battle. But again, it was another example of Egypt being forced into making the error at the back. Back it goes, across it goes from Sandoval, and Enriquez couldn't apply the finishing touch. Corner it will be though. Sandoval will go across. It's not as if he's going to be wasting time as he slowly walks over there as the clock stops every time the ball goes out. Does just buy his team a little bit of breathing time. Santito here with the kick in. To try and find Enriquez. You can't score directly from a kick in, by the way. There's the movement, Enriquez. There'll be another corner. Just do with that third goal, couldn't they? Well, he's barely moved out of that seat as this game has gone on. Still looking fairly cool and composed down there. Had El Sayed. I'm sure he's not inside. Here's Essam now for Egypt, but road cut off. Oh, but Egypt have managed to bring it away. Ashwell! That's what he can do! Give him a chance! Not a hint of emotion from his coach. Egypt level. And we've got a bumper final 8 minutes to go in this one now. Their top scorer from Colombia 5 years ago scores his first goal at these World Cup finals, and belief again for Egypt. Well, he gets the high fives. A former delivery boy for his dad's laundry business. And here he is, now scoring on the biggest stage, again at a World Cup. But a lay down at the other end. It's denied by Kamal. And Issam has overrun that. Two. But it is never over until it is over, especially when Guatemala are concerned. Patrick Ruiz, his goal cancelled out in the second half. Oh, and it's been crowded out. This is Issam. And played back, and Ramirez will pick up on the loose ball. Was that the right pass from Issam? Perhaps not. Again, they've lost out here, Guatemala. And all of a sudden, the ascendancy is with Egypt, and even El Sayed is out of his seat. Not for long, mind. 7.5 to go. Cookie! Oh, is there a use of a hand there? Here's Kampainak. Oh, they're going to ask for a handball too, and they will get it. Are they able to go back and see? They are going to. They're going to have a look at this. Down at the other end, video support called into action again. Egypt's challenge. Looking at a potential penalty here for handball. On Aguilar, it looks like. Well, maybe the same as what we saw in the first half. Off the body more than the arm. I think the officials have made their choice and decision pretty quickly here. Well, meanwhile, down at the other end, a chance for Guatemala. For a handball, that was definitely a handball. That's their review gone. Their challenge gone. Aguilar now. 2 in the wall. Wandele lurks just to his right. Eagle Eye Eid watching him. The two Ruiz brothers into the area they go now. Aguilar just to place it, but Kamal. So much to get through there. Wandele for Aguilar. Back they go, Patrick Ruiz, Aguilar. Oh, great pass, Wandele's in here! Oh, super! That is amazing! The pass to pick him out. And the finish, magical. Look at this. A glorious goal. Guatemala are back in front, and it's Wandele Ruiz who's got it.
Goal scored by number 14, Ruiz.
So both the Ruiz brothers on the score sheet. Well, along with his brother, they scored actually the first goals in the opening game of the 2016 World Cup in a defeat to Vietnam. Well, this could turn out to be a victory. And a memorable one as well, and an emotional one also for Guatemala as they celebrate their Independence Day today. Six and a half minutes remaining though. It could all turn in an instant again as it's been cut out by Sandoval, and here come Guatemala. It's Sandoval, plays it across, Kapanak was there. Koki, out of the reach of Mustafa Eid. All comes back to controlling things again. Santiso, the block by Al-Ashwal. Instant response. Ramirez looking for Santiso. Well, this man forward. No charted territory really for him. Now he's the first line of defense here. Essam up against Santiso, and Essam still has it. But who can he find? Who can he pick out to relieve some of the pressure? He'll take it upon himself to go over halfway. Some run. Al-Ashwal now plays it across. Super goal. Coast to coast. 3-3. And it's Tarek Shula. Oh, don't you just love this game? And how they have carved open Guatemala, led by Essam, finished off by Shula. Egypt simply will not go away. Strap yourselves in, everyone. We could have a extraordinary final 5.5 minutes now. Well, since he's come on and played a more prominent role in this second half, Al-Ashwal, things have happened for Egypt. He's scored, he's set one up now. Leading from the front, Kapanak! Kamal done well. Essam. Towards Al-Ashwal. Just needed to stretch things out. Is Shula at the moment, who has been on the wars as well today. Is going to be the man to come on to replace him. Here's Aguilar. All given away. Al-Ashwal. Essam. Guatemala's captain. Standing in the way. Essam once again. Oh, and Mustafa Eid just found that little spot, didn't he? Never dull, this game. Aguilar, one delay. Patrick Ruiz, I beg your pardon, looking to turn. Shielded back well. Essam. Essam to take it on as he has done for Egypt in this one. And Eid is lost out now. Wanderlei can bring it away. Oh, tracking back Al-Ashwal. That's what it is all about. The desire there. Explosive energy. Dunga. Aguilar can't retrieve it. It's all Egypt at the moment. 4 minutes near enough to go. Essam. Al-Ashwal! Oh, it's in! It's Mustafa Eid! And they turned it around to Egypt. Incredible. Al-Ashwal Parried out by Ramirez, but only in the path of Eid, who has just smashed this in. 4-3. And there, where they needed him the most, the captain. His first goal of this competition, having scored 3 in Colombia in 2016. Goodness me, what a second half this is turning out to be. And here's Sandoval, Enriquez. Sandoval again, Guatemala have got to do it all again. Eid can bring it away now for Egypt. Big block from Ale. Egypt's in front for the first time since they took the lead early in the first half, as Eid has scuffed that. And a timeout has been called here. And the timeout is being called by Ramirez's Guatemala. How things can change so quick in this game.
Vamos a meter aquí, ya saben, Chapa, Wander, Mancilla, Flaco y Grillo. Paciencia, ¿eh? Las cosas van a llegar.
Well, he's
Siempre te lo he dicho.
as calm as you like, isn't he, at the moment?
¿Sí? Tratemos de circular.
There's Estuardo de Leon.
Si vamos a circular de primero que este salga un poquitito.
Let's have a look at the goals for you then.
Circular ahí.
What has been an extraordinary half. Alashwell leveling it at 2-2, and then this from Wanderlei Ruiz, absolutely glorious. And then Alashwell playing it across for Shula, 3-3. And Alashwell again, involved again, like I mentioned, as Eid puts it in. His involvement, Alashwell, since he's come on, has been extraordinary. Three and a half minutes remaining. Guatemala have had 45 shots for the 39 of Egypt. For Egypt, the most important thing is the current scoreline, because this will just breathe a whole load of life back into their hopes of qualifying. Is Eid scores! How has that got through? And he's done it again. Talk about leading by example here, the captain. Right in the corner like an arrow. And all of a sudden, Egypt can taste the victory. Mustafa Eid with a double in this one. And now the change has been made. And Guatemala are going fly. Santizo, the man with the green shirt on, as Ramirez is on the sidelines now. They've got to go for it. What a response this is from Egypt. Alvarado. And those big moments for him at the end of the first half too could come back to haunt, on the way to haunting them perhaps. Well, one back here by Wanderlei. Ruiz, he still goes on. It's going to be a corner. Back it goes to him. Santizo. Still time. Santizo again. Verado! Covering defense, Dunga. He's been massive. Absolutely massive in this one. Back for Santizo. Saw how quickly it changed with Uzbekistan when they got a late goal to keep themselves in with a chance as Kamal claims it. Oh, he's trying to score himself, but way over the top. And they scored those quick fire goals to level it up. Well, that's what Guatemala are going to have to do now with 2 minutes 20 remaining. Santizo looking for that movement from Mansir. This is Patrick Ruiz away from Dunga, who's celebrating every clearance he makes. Santizo again. Cross looking for Santizo. El Ashwal! Oh, off the post! That would have done it. That would have done it for Egypt. A cross from Patrick Ruiz. Nobody at home for Guatemala at the other end. Oh, how's your luck? We stay at 5-3. Guatemala never give up. Oh, great skills and touch there from Wanderlei Ruiz. Enriquez blocked off. Patrick Ruiz now. Brother to his left. Enriquez. Wanderlei Ruiz. Back for Enriquez. Back for Wanderlei. Patrick keeps it moving. Enriquez finding that right pass at the right time here for Guatemala. The right decision. Wide for Enriquez. Foiled at the near post by Kamal. Not hanging around. Inside the final minute, Santizo. "54 seconds remain and a timeout being called."
Egypt.
El Sayed with the chance to get his final point across. An exhilarating finish again. Plenty of talk going on. Now the coach can get his points across to those who are probably going to finish this contest. Let's have a look at the goal that possibly has just won this from Mustafa Eid. Through legs, beyond Ramirez. Look at the reaction of Ramirez, as if to say, how on earth has he scored that? Here's Essam. Egypt have gone fly as well as Ramirez is now back in goal as it's launched up towards Dunga. 4 seconds to release it, and Essam here. Ramirez strong across. Interesting deploy here, but just to keep Guatemala at the wrong end. All about trying to see it out. They are arm in arm locked now at the moment, are those on the sidelines for Egypt, with 30 seconds remaining. And the change for Kamal now coming back on, and Santizo as fly keeper. Big block by the goalkeeper. And this is it! That's it! That is it! He does a hat-trick. Egypt have the victory. And they are not going anywhere yet. away from these World Cup finals. Mustafa Eid with a hat-trick. The captain, the leader. And it is the shot in the arm that they needed. And a terrific response as well after being pummeled by the RFU. 9-0 in their first game. It's all about a response. How do you respond from such a heavy setback? And the character, mentality has been there. Had their iffy moments in this one, no doubt about that, but the main thing is they're scoring goals too. It's Egypt's points. It's Egypt's victory. And they're first in this Futsal World Cup, led by their captain, Mustafa Eid, in a hat-trick. And they have given themselves a huge chance going forward with this win. And they will go down to the final games when they will take on Uzbekistan. Guatemala fought so much. Disappointment for Estuardo de Leon, but they've been beaten their first defeat. And Egypt with a victory by 6-3. What a game, what a finish. And led by Mustafa Eid, who's already now equaled the amount of goals that he scored in Colombia 5 years ago when he scored 3 there and 3 today. And it means Egypt onto 3 points with Guatemala and the RFU. After Mansour had got his team level, after Mansour had given Egypt the lead. The officials called into action a few times with video support. They come into the right calls as well, but when they needed him the most, their leader, he provided the moments for Egypt. And disappointment for Guatemala, able to celebrate on that. And able to celebrate on their Independence Day. Look at these. Magnificent. Let's go downstairs for some reaction.
كابتن دلوقتي احنا اتفرجنا على الماتش وحاسين يمكن ان لعيبه تانية خالص غير اللعيبه بتاعت اول ماتش هي اللي كانت بتلعب. يا ترى ايه اللي حصل في الماتش ده؟
يمكن انا قلت في بدايه كلامي في الماتش اللي فات ان احنا يمكن الاداء النهارده مختلف علشان خاطر النقطه ديت ان احنا واخدين 11 لعيب جديد اول مره كاس عالم. يمكن حته الرهبه هي اللي كانت فارقه في الاداء المره اللي فاتت، لكن النهارده بعد الاداء اللي فات دوت الحمد لله قدروا يتداركوا الموضوع ودخلوا في المود بتاع كاس العالم النهارده الحمد لله.
طب حابين نبارك لك والف مبروك على الفوز يا كابتن.
الله يبارك فيك، الله يخليك. ده مجهود اللعيبه ومجهود يعني فتره قصيره اشتغلنا فيها. يمكن فترة قصيرة اشتغلنا فيها بس ربنا بيكافئنا عليها الحمد لله الحمد لله.
شكرا يا كابتن والف مبروك.
شكرا.
They've still got another game to play. It's not done and dusted just yet, but the celebrations say it all for Egypt. Once here from Estuardo de Leon, the Guatemala head coach. He's ready to talk to us.
Profesor Lo de León, gracias por este tiempo de la entrevista. Bueno, cuesta el cierre nuevamente, ¿no? Pero todavía hay esperanzas de poder lograr el objetivo principal, que es clasificar a siguiente ronda.
Sí, la verdad que sí. Nos fuimos complicando a través del juego. Creo que por ahí pautamos algunas situaciones y por momentos nos desconcentramos y eso nos terminó pasando factura. A partir de eso intentaremos mejorar un poquito para el último juego que sabíamos que era el más complicado, así que intentaremos hacerlo de la mejor manera.
¿Hubo algo que no le agradó del equipo y qué fue lo que más le gustó del equipo?
No, yo creo que todo. Vuelvo y repito, hay cuestiones puntuales en las que tenemos que buscar mejorar. Hablamos de ciertas pautas y bueno, hoy en día ya está. Nos tocará solucionar mañana esos aspectos.
So let's quickly look at the stats and facts for you then. Very tight in terms of possession. Look at the amount of shots that both teams had. No wonder we had the amount of goals that we had in this one. Saves 15-7 from Egypt. Gamal played well, but in the end, it's Egypt's victory. And they keep themselves alive at these World Cup finals. Bye for now. So the RFU top, Guatemala and Egypt all on 3 points. Uzbekistan still on 0. Thank you for watching. We'll see you soon. Well, welcome along to Lithuania's capital, Vilnius, for more action from the FIFA Futsal World Cup. 2016's runners-up, the RFU, looking to build on their emphatic victory over Egypt on Game 1 as they face Uzbekistan, still in search of a first-ever win at a Futsal World Cup finals. This is how it all stands after Egypt's victory.